Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages or the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards. So the first card that we have is the Five of Swords in the reverse. And then we've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So we do have some air sign energy as well as some water sign energy. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or even a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And we have the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. So this Two of Cups showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this definitely feels like an affectionate energy between two people. I also feel that there is a sense of relationship unfolding, and I do feel like there's goodwill between you. I also feel that there is romantic feelings as well that could also be present, but I do feel like the situation feels like a pretty good one, and even the way it is also unfolding feels like, as far as the feelings and the emotions it's bringing out in each other, it feels like it's bringing out the best in each other. And I also feel that there's a sense of being able to experience this energy within a connection with somebody. It feels like it's going well. I also feel that with the Two of Cups, this feels like an energy of being in a space of also having reciprocated feelings between two people when it comes to all of that affectionate energy and that goodwill. Do you feel like, though, with the Five of Swords showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of somebody who kind of wants to actually make a wrong right, as far as they could have been conflicts or there could have been something that happened as far as an exchange of words that may have come out wrong or even been misunderstood. I do feel like when it comes to the way this person feels about you, this feels like an energy of them being in a space where they kind of regret what they said and they kind of want to take it back. Or they could be in a space where they want to be able to resolve somewhat of a conflict between you. Especially if this person has been in a space where they could have been, you guys may be on the outs. I do feel like this person is remorseful. This person is regretful. They're in a space where this does feel like apologetic energy. They may even be considering being able to approach you to be able to offer you an apology. I do feel like, though, with this Eight of Cups showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of someone who is taking accountability within a situation as well. I do feel like there's a sense of someone being ready to be able to face the truth as well, and also to face their emotions and be able to face them with a sense of honesty and sincerity. I do feel like with the Eight of Cups, it also feels like an energy of somebody who may have walked away coming back. So this does feel like a reunion. Even with that Two of Cups, this could also be a sense of a reunion with somebody. I do feel like with this Eight of Cups showing up in the reverse, this also feels like sense of somebody having had been in a space where I do feel like if they had walked away, they're in a space where they are able to see where they were wrong, or there's a sense of them having reality be something that's also kind of bringing them back down to earth. And I do feel like there's a sense of also being in a space where when it comes to your connection, they're beginning to realize how much it means to them and how much they can't do without it, is what I'm getting. I do feel like this connection feels like it's like it's being in a space where I do feel like you and this person may also be kind of looking at things from a very humble outlook on this connection with each other. Do you feel like also realizing the importance of your connection and how much it means to both of you? With the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse, do feel like there's a sense of being able to experience someone kind of coming forward with a confession, admitting of some truth to you and kind of offering that to you. And with this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like honesty, honest communication. And I do also feel that there's a sense of also fairness when it comes to them being able to actually share with you where they are at, how they are feeling in a situation. But I do feel like communication is being presented. It comes across like a confession. And do you feel like this does also feel like a sense of someone being in a space where they're being quite vulnerable with you, and I feel like it's being expressed in their words? So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Devil in the reverse. We do have Capricorn energy with this. And we have the High Priestess also in the reverse. We have some Cancer energy. And we have the Four of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Wands. So this Ace of Wands feels like a pretty creative energy. I do feel like also a sense of being able to enter into a new way of being able to connect in a relationship, as well with this showing up underneath this Two of Cups. I do feel like there's a new beginning. I also feel like there is also a sense of being able to experience a sense of seeing somebody in a new light, or being able to experience a sense of seeing the situation in a new way. With the Ace of Wands, this does feel like also a sense of being quite optimistic with that new beginning. I do feel like with this Ace of Wands, this feels like an energy of being able to get to know somebody as well. And I do feel like there is a more promising start. There may have been what may have felt like a false start between yourself and somebody else. I do feel like when it comes to that false start, or even just that initial encounter with somebody, there is a sense of being in a space where there's a desire for being able to actually do it again with you. Do you feel like there is going to be that opportunity with the Two of Cups as well? You know, the Devil card showing up in the reverse, this also feels like a very healthy energy when it comes to this person's way of relating with you, of interacting with you. I do feel like also this person is also in a space where I feel like on a personal level, they may be actually trying to work on themselves, work on their issues. I do feel like this person may be somebody who does deal with also things that may be pertaining to codependency or addiction issues. This feels like an energy of someone who's doing well when it comes to being able to find more healthy means of being able to cope, especially if this person is someone who relies on vices. I do feel like with the Devil card showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of the sense of being able to actually make the effort to be able to get a hold on that. And I do feel like this person is also in a space where they're also reflecting on themselves and also reflecting on the interactions that they've had with this Five of Swords showing up in the reverse. And I do feel like it's also bringing about this new perspective and outlook. And it feels like this person being in a space where they could feel quite regretful over the way they've handled things in the past. I do feel like there's a desire for being able to actually be able to consider relationships in a new way that is going to be more healthy. And even when it comes to your connection and the feelings that they have for you, there's this approach that feels more healthy when it comes to being able to enter into a connection or a relationship with you, rather than being driven by something that makes it feel like it's getting out of control or it's beyond their control. I do feel like with the High Priestess in the reverse though, this feels like a pretty secretive energy, or there is a sense of also coming across a bit secretive. I do feel like there's a sense of not being able to read you when it comes to the way this person feels about you, and also when it comes to them trying to figure out how to approach you. There's also a sense of also being able to come back to a situation that you once left or were in a space, were taking space from. I do feel like this person does also feel like there's a sense of being in a space where it's like they got it initially. I do feel like they could also be in a space of wanting to be able to see if they can trust the situation with you. I also feel you could also be feeling that way about this person. There's a sense of a desire of wanting someone to be able to show before being able to really enter into that space again. I do feel like with this Four of Pentacles showing up here, this does feel like a pretty guarded energy, but it also feels quite cautious. So it does feel like a cautious start to a either reconnection or even being able to really hear someone out. But I do feel like there is somewhat of an expression of where somebody stands with you that they want to offer to you, because I do feel like they want to make amends with you. And I do feel like with that Ace of Wands showing up over here, that the potential of being able to enter into a new chapter within a connection is leading to a stronger foundation within your relationship, and even leading to a more solid relationship with somebody who is, I do feel like this person could be your person. I do feel like there is also a sense of being able to experience challenges but coming back from those when it comes to the devil card showing up in the reverse and this 5 of Swords. This feels like a very accountable energy. But I do feel like with the High Priestess showing up in the reverse, there's a sense of being in a space of wondering if you can trust the situation. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have make the effort. We have chemistry and we have reconciliation. So this make the effort card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody's in a space where they do want to make the effort. I think this person is thinking about making the effort towards you, especially with that 5 of Swords showing up in the reverse. They're taking a slightly less toxic approach. I do feel like it could have been experiences where things may have been a bit rocky within this connection in the past, but I do feel like there's a sense of desire to be able to make things right within your connection. I also feel like this person coming forward and they're coming correct towards you. I do feel like with the make the effort card showing up over here, this person could also be actually genuinely interested in being able to have a start with you where there is a stronger start and things are off on the right foot between the two of you within the creation of this relationship. I do feel like with the make the effort card showing up over here, this also feels like a sense of this person regarding this connection as quite important. I do feel like there is a sense of actually recognizing that there's something here between the two of you. I do feel like that with that 8 of Cups as well, you could also be actually feeling this within this connection. But I do feel like with the High Priestess showing up in the reverse, there could be a bit of some cautious energy as far as being able to let somebody in, especially when it comes to this person in particular. I do feel like with the High Priestess, this also feels like a need to lean on your intuition. And I do feel like with the High Priestess that you could actually be in a space where it's like you're trying to lean on, I do feel like you could actually be looking at things from a different set of understanding as far as a desire to not be able to repeat the past. But I do feel like with the High Priestess, this feels like an energy of being in a space of knowing. So there is a sense or a gut feeling that you have within a situation when it comes to this person. This is also about being able to really trust that and trust that intuition. And with the chemistry card showing up over here, I do feel like between yourself and this person there's strong attraction. I also get that with the Devil card and the Ace of Wands. There is strong attraction. I do feel like it's mutual. And I do feel like with the chemistry card, this connection is one that does have an impact on you and also is something that stirs your emotions. But I also feel like it's also something that this person feels towards you. I do feel like this person makes the effort because they do deem this connection as worth it. So I do feel like there's a sense of also being in a space of regretting, and being in a space of this person will regret if they lose the connection or they lose you. I do feel like it's something that would weigh quite heavy on them. But with the chemistry card showing up over here, I do feel like you and this person do have a connection. I also get that with that 2 of Cups and this Ace of Wands. This feels like an energy of being in a space where I do feel like there's a chance here of being able to actually make something work between the two of you if you're open to it and you want to be able to actually entertain that idea. With this High Priestess card showing up in the reverse, feels like an energy of being in a space where you could actually be going back and forth within your mind. I do feel like with the reconciliation card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody wanting to be able to kind of make amends. And I do feel like also this person being able to express that. And I do feel like also a very humble kind of an approach to things with you when it comes to expressing that to you and getting your attention. This feels like an energy of somebody from the past returning to the situation. And this also feels like the situation also being one, especially where anything is unresolved, that being something that's also being brought back into the focus within this connection. I do feel like this person has a genuine place for you within their hearts, within their mind. There is a sense of this connection having an impact. And with the Ace of Wands, this does feel like an energy of wanting to be able to experience some kind of a freshness, new start in the connection. But I do also feel that with this Ace of Wands, this also feels like a sense of being ready to experience and embrace a new start. So I do feel like the ball is in your court within this connection. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.